Yo, forget about boring economic lectures from guys in old suits. Today we are breaking into the inner sanctum of global retail. This is a place where you walk in for a pack of gum and walk out with a 3-meter kayak, a lifetime supply of avocados, and depression from an $800 receipt. Welcome to Costco. This isn't just a store, it's a cult. It's a sect of bargain shopping where absolute chaos rules, giving old-school marketers mild heart attacks. How do they manage to sell giant pizzas for next to nothing? Why hasn't the $1.50 hot dog gone up in price since the last century, even though the world has fallen apart? And most importantly, how on earth do they make their billions if they barely mark up any of their products? Fasten your seatbelts. We are diving deep into the meat grinder of facts. Let's go. Back in 1983, while everyone was wearing neon leg warmers and listening to Michael Jackson, two guys, Sol Price, the godfather of discount clubs who created Price Club, and Jeff Brotman, decided to break the retail system. Forget cute neighborhood shops where the cashier knows your grandma. They said, stop robbing people. They opened the first Costco warehouse in Seattle. The concept was wild for its time. No advertising whatsoever. Zero. No fancy window displays or designer price tags. Products straight off the shipping pallets. And most importantly, the membership system. Want to buy from us? Pay for your entry ticket. People flipped out over this honesty. Why overpay for fancy packaging in a regular supermarket when you can drive to a massive warehouse and haul goods away by the truckload? In 1993, Costco merged with its predecessor, Price Club, and the era of absolute dominance began. Today, it's a giant with hundreds of locations worldwide, and its market cap makes Elon Musk sweat nervously. Listen up closely. When you step into Costco, you fall into a psychological trap that's impossible to escape. This isn't just a supermarket. It's a labyrinth of madness designed by master manipulators. Let's break down their main tricks. First, the treasure hunt zone. Notice how the inventory at Costco is constantly changing? Today they have cool brand name sneakers. Tomorrow it's kayaks. The day after that, elite Swiss chocolate. They intentionally don't put up standard directional signs, except for essentials like milk way in the back. Why? So you hunt for items like a pirate looking for chest treasure. While walking toward the toilet paper, you end up tossing a foot massager, a set of frying pans, and a giant box of protein bars into your cart along the way. Your brain gets a dopamine hit. Whoa! I found something cool. I gotta grab it right now before it vanishes from the face of the earth. Second, zero fluff. No marble floors, just concrete. No crystal chandeliers, industrial lights, no pretty shelves, just wooden pallets. Costco tells you, we don't spend money on showy displays. We save every cent to pass it on to you. And that honesty wins people over. Now get ready, because your brain is about to explode. Most regular stores survive on product markup. A supermarket buys a can of cola for 50 cents, sells it for $1, and makes 50 cents of clean margin. Do you know what the average markup on products in Costco is? Sit down if you're standing up. It is only 10 to 14%. Wait, what? If they make pennies on soda cans, TVs, and salmon, how on earth do they make billions in net profit? How do they build mansions and private jets? Boom! Here is the ultimate cheat code of Costco's business model: membership fees. Tens of millions of people worldwide willingly pay Costco every single year just for the right, drumroll, to spend their own money there. A standard Gold Star card costs around $60 to $65 a year. An upgraded executive card runs about $120 to $130. Do the math on that scale. They have over 70 to 80 million active members globally. Multiply that by the average subscription cost. You get massive multi-billions of dollars in pure cash dropping straight into company accounts without any product acquisition costs attached. Basically, all of Costco's retail product sales run at break-even or with razor-thin margins that barely cover operating expenses like cashier salaries, electricity, and logistics. All of the company's net profit comes 100% from sold subscriptions. It's genius. You pay for an entry ticket to the Thrift Geeks Club, and Costco uses that cash to live, thrive, and dictate terms to the entire world. Just selling a membership isn't enough, though. You have to keep customer loyalty at a level of religious fanaticism. And Costco has two main patron saints: the $1.50 hot dog and the $4.99 rotisserie chicken. Let's talk about the legend. In the Costco food court, near the entrance/exit, they've sold a combo for decades: a giant hot dog plus a soda cup with free refills. The price? Unchanged since 1985, $1.50. Inflation, global crisis, pandemics, robot wars. Costco. Don't care. The hot dog stays at $1.50. Legend has it that once, a current CEO, or top executive, approached company founder Jim Sinegal and said, "Jim, we're losing a fortune on this hot dog. Production costs are up. We have to raise the price to at least $2. To which Jim Sinegal replied with a phrase that entered business textbooks forever: "If you raise the price of that fucking hot dog, I will kill you. Go find yourself another job." Why do they keep a losing price? Because it's a hook. A person drives to Costco, buys a hot dog for $1.50, feels like they beat the system, walks inside and drops another $400 on a bunch of things they never knew they needed. That's pure psychology. It's the same story with the $4.99 rotisserie chicken. They sell it at a loss because they know the smell of roasted chicken drives people deep into the store, sweeping everything in their path along the way. All right, let's look at the flip side. How much do they spend to move mountains of cash? Logistics and supply chains. They don't have pretty display windows. Goods travel straight from the factory on pallets directly into a massive warehouse hangar. No extra hands, no intermediate warehouses. The killer assortment. A regular supermarket might stock 30,000 to 50,000 items, 30 kinds of ketchup, 15 kinds of toothpaste. Guess how many items are on average on a Costco shelf? Only about 3,700 to 4,000 SKUs. Why so few? Because they pick one or two of the absolute best brands in every category and buy them in gigantic quantities worldwide. A ketchup manufacturer realizes that if Costco picks up their product, they get the contract of a lifetime for millions of bottles. So the manufacturer gives Costco the craziest, lowest wholesale price that no one else on planet Earth can get. Costco takes that cheap inventory, slaps on a tiny markup, and sells it to us. Everyone wins, except the competitors crying in the corner. Employee treatment. Unlike other discounters who pay pennies and cycle through staff like tissues, Costco pays its workers above market rate, offers solid medical insurance, and hands out great bonuses. The result? Turnover is minimal, employees are motivated, they work with a smile, and theft and waste are cut to the absolute minimum. Respecting people pays off massively. Let's wrap this up with a solid conclusion. Just how powerful is this money printing machine? First, they proved you don't need to rip customers off with massive markups to make money. You can profit through subscriptions and loyalty. Second, they became a cult. People film Costco haul unboxings on TikTok, review their hot dogs, and adore the brand with all their hearts. Third, financial armor. Even during global crises, pandemics, and economic storms, Costco's stock holds strong because people flock there for savings when everything else gets too expensive. This isn't just a store. It's a brilliant financial ecosystem that merges wholesale purchasing, crowd psychology, and ironclad discipline. So, admit it. How much do you usually drop at Costco when you just pop in for a pack of napkins? Drop a comment, hit like, and don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next breakdowns.